So I mean, I would like to say that I'm a clean person, but this is not looking too good. Alright, so today we're getting back to Python automation. And this automation that we're doing today is going to involve a lot of web scraping. Basically, that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to automate a task or a part of my workflow for YouTube. So that's what we're going to do. But first, this office is looking like a mess. So I just need to clean that up, and then we'll get to actually automating this task. Okay, so let's start the build. Alright, so here's what we're going to do today, and this is what the automation is that we're going to attempt. I've written out some requirements for it so that I kind of have some sort of structure for like what I'm actually going to try to do. And this is essentially what we're going to do. We're going to post to social media when one of my YouTube videos gets uploaded. Because my process when I upload YouTube videos is that once it gets uploaded, I go straight to Instagram. I upload an image with a caption. Then I go to the stories on Instagram. I upload that. And then I also go to Twitter and I post the thumbnail of the YouTube video. And then I link to it on Twitter as well with the title of the video. So essentially, that doesn't take too long, but it's kind of an annoying thing that I feel could be automated and made super simple. So that's what I want to try to do today. I want to essentially try to automate that process, and that will involve some web scraping and also some usage of like different APIs. I think that Twitter has an API, and this is actually the day after what you just saw before this, because yesterday I spent about 6 hours trying to get the Instagram API to work. Alright, so it seems like you're not really able to post pictures via the Instagram API as far as I get it. Like, you should be able to, but I can't really figure it out right now. But the thing is, I'm probably wrong about this. I don't know. I wasn't able to figure it out anyway, so this is something that I spent 6 hours on, and we're just going to skip past that part. So the first thing is going to be to basically figure out the API to Twitter, see if we can post something to Twitter, and if we can do that, then this part is basically solved. So yeah, that's what we're going to start with. Okay, so right now I think I may have finished or like completed the stuff that I need for the actual posting to Twitter. We're going to test it now, see if it works. If it works, it should post a new image here on Twitter. Let's just refresh. And then let's run it. Okay, so some errors. No such file or directory. Alright, so it seems like there's some sort of read-only application cannot post. So I think I need to have like the post permission from the Twitter API probably. That may be why it's not allowing me. So I'm going to see if I can get that, and then I'll come back. Alright, so now I think I have the permissions that I need. So now we're going to try to run it again. First, we're going to just update this so that we actually know that we have the top tweet here. Alright, let's run it. We're going to see if we update. Okay, so test. Okay, so apparently... Alright, so I think this part of it, that posts just the text. So we don't need that, and I'm going to delete this tweet. So now we're able to post the image and the text to Twitter, which is really good. Anyway, now we're going to get to scraping YouTube and seeing if we can find the latest YouTube upload that I've done. And if we find it, then we're going to use that as the image and the title for the tweet. So let's do that. Alright, so now finally, after like 3 hours of trying to get this to work, I finally got the Selenium to just work. The thing is that I know how to use Selenium once I get it to work, but it's usually a bit of a struggle with the web browser and like the Chrome driver to get that to work. The thing is that I'm right now using a Windows system, and I was using WSL, which is like Windows subsystem for Linux, and apparently that was causing some sort of problem, so I was struggling to get it to work, and then like just 5 minutes ago or something, I decided to exit out of the WSL and just work with the Windows command prompt, and now it works. So now I was able to actually, well, we can run it again just to see what happens. But if you see here, we open up the website, go here, and then what we get here on the terminal is we print the title of the video here. So how to do a day of meetings, this is the title of that video. And then we also download the thumbnail. So if we go here, we have a image here called Max Res Default, and that is the thumbnail for this video. Now we have that, so that works. So now we just need to, we have the title, we have the thumbnail, we have the link. Now we just need to take all of this stuff and post it on Twitter. So I'm gonna try this out, and we'll see if I can get it to work. Because what I did was I made this into a function that we can call, where we have to enter in the image path, the video title, and the video link. And so if we now go into our scraper, so here we go, we have all of this stuff. And then down here, we're gonna do post to Twitter, and we're gonna give it the path to the image, and then we're going to give it video title, and then video URL is this. All right, so now let's run it, and hopefully this should now post to our Twitter. All right, so it actually did post it. Basically now it just scrapes it and it posts this image, but this means that if once I upload a new video, I can just run this script and it will upload everything that I need to Twitter straight away. I don't need to even care about it. All right, so now I think this is finished. What I'm doing now is I'm basically opening this file, which is a text file which contains the video titles essentially. And what I'm doing is I'm checking whether that is actually equal to the video title that we found right now. And the video title that we find right now is just the first title here that we can see, and that's always going to be the most recent upload. And if the title is the same, then we print true, and then we essentially don't post to Twitter. Otherwise, if the title is not the same, which means that it's a new video, then we basically click on that video, get the link for that video, find the ID of the video, and then get the thumbnail, get the image path to the new one, and then we post to Twitter. And right now, the most recent video title is How to Do a Day of Meetings. And that's also what we have in our titles.txt file. And that means that it shouldn't post to Twitter. So let's run it and see what happens. Don't post, and it doesn't post anything. Okay, so that's really good. Now we're just gonna basically change this so that we don't have a title in this, and that way it should basically post. But then it should also save the title of this video to the text file so that we have it. All right, so now it did work. It printed this, How to Do a Day of Meetings. It also posts to Twitter. So now what I could do is to make this fully automated. What you could do is basically just turn all of this into a while loop, and then import time, and then do time.sleep afterwards. You can do time.sleep, and then you can use date time to basically check what time it is. And if it's a new hour, then you would go through this entire script. And if it's not, then you would not go through the script. All right, so that's it for this one. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I think it was a really fun one with a bit of a classic one with some web scraping, some usage of APIs. And yeah, like I said with that Instagram thing at the start, I spent way too long trying to get that to work and basically just failed at that. I tried to include a little bit of that in this video so that you can see it, but I also don't want to include too much of it because it's just kind of not super interesting to watch something where I end up failing. Maybe you can let me know if you think it's more interesting to watch that, then I'll include that more in future videos. And like I said before, like, it's probably possible to do that, and it's probably just something that I didn't get how to do and that I misunderstood or something. If any of you guys actually know how to post something via the Graph API, please let me know, because I'd love to be able to actually flesh this project out a little bit more and add more features to it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you maybe got some inspiration for trying some other projects out on your own or trying something similar out on your own. And yeah, that's it for this one. I hope I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.